Good Morning Night Vale is brought to you by The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine, a new independently produced and crowdfunded 10-episode original audio drama. Set in a deceptively familiar world of electronic surveillance and machine-mediated communication, The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine follows Lydia Ryan and her friends, lovelorn Ethan and wannabe internet sensation Dee, as they struggle to unravel the mystery of her mother's disappearance. Escape the sinister Fontaine family, and survive the feud over her grandfather's supernatural legacy. It weaves bitter family drama and high-stakes intrigue with fantasy and cyberpunk elements to create a surreal mystery about secrets and grudges, old books, big data, and the promise of infinite knowledge. And do not forget the talking birds. It's a full-cast production with original music and a bespoke soundscape presented through a series of found-footage-style surveillance recordings. And it's important to note, this show was made entirely without generative AI. Even the computers are voiced by human actors. Episodes are free, and you can start listening right now with the Season 1 finale due to come out on August 16th. For more information, go to lydiadisappears.com. and find The Disappearances of Lydia Fontaine wherever you get your podcasts and start listening from the beginning.
Insurance isn't one size fits all, and shopping for it shouldn't feel like squeezing into something that just doesn't fit. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they show you options that fit your budget. Enough hunting for discounts, trying to calculate rates, and tinkering with coverages. Maybe you're picking out your very first policy, or maybe you're just looking for something that works better for you and your family. Either way, they make it simple to see your options. No guesswork, no surprises. Ready to see how easy and fun shopping for car insurance can be? Visit Progressive.com and give the Name Your Price tool a try. Take the stress out of shopping and find coverage that fits your life, on your terms. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
It's Midnight Saturday in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and you're listening to the Kareem Nazari Show on 1080 KMCG.
I'm your host, Kareem Nazari.
Good Morning Night Vale.
Oh, baby. It's me, Symphony.
Oh, baby. It's me, Meg.
Hello, baby. It's me, Hal. And we're the hosts of Good Morning Night Vale, the only official Welcome to Night Vale re-listen, recap, and rehash show. We do it because we love it. We do it because you love it. And you need your voice heard too. And we give you room for that here. So know this is a safe space for you. We are recording this on Monday, March 9th, 2026, year of our flying spaghetti monster. And this week's episode is the Kareem Nazari Show, 203.
And accept no imitations, honestly.
True.
Except no imitation podcasts. The description for this episode is, you're listening to WMCG 1080 AM in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss our reactions and revelations, shall we?
We shall.
Friends, first of all, hell yeah, Adel. That was great. I don't know what I would do if I encountered this situation. I would for sure be freaked out.
I would be like, I need to check myself into a hospital.
Really grippy sock style, hardcore.
Yeah. I need to involuntary cycle.
Absolutely that.
But
yeah. Spooky. But it's funny that his character is a conspiracy theory podcaster.
A rebuffer, like is amused by it, but doesn't believe any of it.
A debunker style. Right.
Yes, he's a debunker, yeah.
So
he's like Art Bell, but the like anti-Art Bell, for those of you who know Art Bell.
I don't know who Art Bell is.
Coast to Coast with Art Bell. It's a lot of UFO stuff.
Oh, okay.
But I don't think Art Bell's a skeptic. I think Art Bell's a believer. Am I right, Meg? Do you know Art Bell?
I don't.
Somebody's got to know Art Bell. Is anybody, Art Bell, are you listening?
Art Bell's like sitting at home like, what do you mean they don't know who I am?
Yeah, hit us up.
Yeah.
AB.
Be a guest. Honestly, I think I'd be pretty freaked out. First of all, the Night Vale leaking into the world, that he's heard about it enough, like the conspiracy theory of Night Vale being a thing. Love that. Love that. So fun. And the fact that he has people calling in, and he's, going to talk about it and debunk the things, but he ends up being the subject of the actual episode, which he has a colorful cast of characters that join him by calling in, rather. Also, hearing your own voice, I'd be like, is this some AI shit? You know what I mean? Is this some deepfake shit?
Yeah.
That would, because that honestly freaks me out enough. Like deepfakes, like that whole thing. And I'll be honest with you guys, like most of the time you can tell, but sometimes I'm even like, no, that can't be real. Is that real? So I would be very upset if if we were like this, and then all of a sudden, if we were a call-in show, or somebody called in and left a voicemail on our voicemail line, which we don't have anymore, right?
No.
Right. Or whatever. They left us something in an email, a voice note.
Mm-hmm. Send a voice note, yeah.
And it was like one or all of our voices. No, sir, I don't like it.
I would be like a little stoked about it. If there was another me out there, there's the potential that there might be someone in this world who would actually listen to the words that I say.
Lots of people listen to the words. I listen.
I know. Sometimes I feel like I'm not being heard. So I feel like I would at least listen to myself, right?
Well, but does yourself have the same experiences? Do you know what I mean? Like at some point they diverged, right? So
yes.
Right.
So maybe they wouldn't, or maybe they.
Yeah, I mean, he's not listening to himself for sure because he doesn't believe that he's real. So I guess the opposite of that. So it's not going to help me. It's not going to help me.
Well, maybe the other Meg is a kind. You're anti a second you.
I'm anti the doppelganger because it was another person who's not going to listen to me.
Yeah, and it sounds like you, and it's very similar to you, which makes it worse. Is that worse? It's got to be worse.
I don't know. I would want to meet them. I would want to meet them just so that I could see and then do the thing that happens in every one of those movies where you put up your hand and you go, huh? And then you do the mirroring exercise with each other. And then we would kiss.
Yeah.
Doppelbanger.
I just think it would be, it would be nice to have a double if you guys were on the same team, right?
Yeah.
It would be nice to have the extra set of hands.
If you could have the extra set of hands without some sort of paradox or quantum rip in time space happening. Because that's the other thing. I'm like, is it me from a different time? You know what I mean? You know, that timey-wiminess, if you went back in time, you couldn't interact with your own self but that isn't this. They're just a different one, right? But it's never really explained what they are, why there's a double. Was there a thing that happened that split them? Is it like a sliding doors sort of situation, but IRL? They actually created these two paths. One went to Night Vale, one stayed in Michigan. Also, if you played a drinking game with this episode and drank every time they say Michigan, or any sort of iteration of Michigan, Mr. Fun, Michigan, whatever, you'd be really drunk. Because they say it a bunch of times.
Yeah. It's a good Michigan drinking game.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
That's Michigan, though. They're always saying their own. They're just constantly saying Michigan all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's pure Michigan.
Literally.
Even talking to each other.
I did write my second note. My first note was, Adel Rafai. And then I just did 2 exclamation points. My second note was, Michiganders, stand up. Honestly, the people that are most proud of their state, I would say, are Michiganders. They love Michigan. I met so many Michiganders, and they love Michigan.
It's a pretty cool state.
It is very cool.
I'm obsessed with the Yoopers.
Oh.
The Upper Peninsula.
Yeah.
Both the place and the band, the Yoopers.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm sure I've showed. I'm sure, if not on this show, just when we were doing game night sometime.
The Yoopers are the people.
I put on a love song. The Yoopers is the Upper Peninsula.
Not the UP.
It's also the people.
Oh, I thought it was
the UP. Yeah, Yoopers are up there, and there's a band called the Yoopers. They're like a polka band.
They're a band.
They do comedy songs.
Oh.
And people Yoopers love the Yoopers. Like, you grew up with the Yoopers. And they have a video for a song called A Love Song Called Diarrhea. I'll send you a link so you can enjoy it.
You know, you introduced me to some of the most interesting stuff.
I've ruined my own algorithm. I'm just ruining everybody else's life algorithm. That's become my mission.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I will leave this world a better place by by giving everybody a mix of Siamese cats that honk and farting videos. I'll get it all to you.
And Michael Jackson impersonator.
And Michael Jackson impersonator videos.
Michael Jackson Pulaski, and then the guy, this is a yeah. It's such a mess. It's such a mess.
Hal, you've built your stuff brick by brick, and I have a varied algorithm of stuff. So I think I can take a few strange videos from you, and I'll send you videos of Punch the Monkey and stuff, you know?
Oh, I love Punch the Monkey.
Yeah.
His little stuffed.
Yeah.
He's a stuffed monkey too, right? It's not a bear. It's another monkey. It's a stuffed monkey. Isn't it?
He has his little stuffed monkey friend.
And he's finally been accepted.
Yeah, but they got in another fight the other day.
Well, families fight.
Yeah. But I do like when Punch jumps on his little helper, his zoology man who feeds. He just jumps on there. But speaking of getting drunk, like in this episode, it was encouraged in this show, in Kareem's show, that you get drunk and he debunks.
Yes.
If we had a drinking game for our show, what would it be? Maybe, is it different for every episode? Is there like something, or is it like there's like standard ones? It's like, okay, if we talk about a ghost in my closet,
yeah,
you have to drink. If we talk about colon hydrotherapy, it's been 0 days. If someone says it's been 0 days, we drink.
If we get so off topic.
Or not us, they would drink because we're professionals and journalists and professional. And Hal doesn't drink.
We get so off topic, Symphony has to bring us back.
Symphony segues, drink.
Yeah. My thought was, you swig 'em back, we talk about what comes out of your crack. That was my catchphrase.
That's good.
That was what was happening in the 4 seconds of silence when we were like, what's our drinking game?
Did you work backwards from crack?
No. Yes.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
Yes.
Just want to get... This is now a behind the scenes of you coming up with that joke. That's good morning crack joke is happening now.
Yeah. And then I'm going to spend the rest of this episode trying to come up with other ones.
Just toss them in randomly. It doesn't even have to be like, if you just think of one. You know?
Okay. You sip your rock gut while we talk about your butt.
Okay. Rock gut. Oh my God. I was trying to do something with teetotaling. Nope. You take sips, we bring the quips.
There you go.
Not about That's a good. Butt.
Yeah. Anyway, so doppelgangers and guest star voices as well. I thought that all of the guest stars in this episode were very good.
So great.
Yes, they were.
Doug.
Yeah. Erin, who played, was it Gina?
Yeah, Gina, the super fan.
She was very funny. I thought she was very good. She was great. I was like,
very funny.
There's a reason you're a very successful comedy podcaster.
Also, I think it was giving like, she like to Adel's like kind of straight man. She was like the kind of deranged, like the fun off the wall character. to his very like serious, like he was playing it the way he should have been playing it, obviously. Like he was like upset about like about like the implications of that, also that she knew where he lived. And the way I was like, data scrubbing, because people can find a lot of things about you on the lines.
Yep.
Locking down that stuff. Look, guys, it doesn't matter. My credit's not that great, so have fun, you know? And we've got like 30 minutes left of this world, so it's all good. You could probably make it better, honestly.
Yeah.
Stealing
somebody's credit. It's not gonna save the world.
It's not gonna do anything for you. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
I'll tell you. But I did think it was freak. I do think it's freaky that people can find out like where you live and all that stuff. Please don't do that. I don't think I should have to say that, but please don't do that to people. Like, it's weird and spooky. And 1 in 5 women has a stalker. So think about that.
Yeah.
And I'm very mean and I have weapons. So I'm making a fist.
I already fought off a home invasion once this year. I could do it again.
Wait, what?
What?
I think I told you about this, right? There's a dude who's trying to get in my house.
Yeah. No, what?
What? Meg, no.
I was on the phone with my sister. We were FaceTiming. I was in my office and I heard like a weird tapping outside. But like, since we're doing construction, there's like always someone at my front door being like, hey, can you move the car? Or like, hey, do you have this? Or like all the construction-y questions. And so I go to the front door and there's just a dude standing out there that like, I don't know. It's not the guy who's like, he looks a little off. And he like taps on the window and I like look at him kind of like, what? Through the window, and he goes, bitch, and then like runs for my front door, and which of course is not locked because my husband does not listen when I say, hey, can you please lock the front door when you come back in from dropping Iris off? No. So, but I get to the door and push it and then lock it. And then I go to the back door and lock the back door. And then I call Joseph, who is in his office, which is in the garage. And I call him being like, you need to stay in the garage because there's a dude trying to break into our house. And Joseph's like, no. And then he comes in and the dude is just like, at that point, just like being really weird in the front lawn. And then like there's a porta potty because the construction. So he's like digging underneath the porta potty.
Ew, what?
And
don't dig under there.
Yeah. But then he like took off his shit. Like he's like just like a dude in a hoodie. When I was like, I could fight him. And then he took off his hoodie and I was like, oh fuck, he's jacked. If I didn't get that door locked, he definitely would have beat the shit out of me.
Holy shit, Meg. That's really actually very scary.
Yeah, it is. And does Joseph remember to lock the door now? No, he doesn't.
Jeez.
Did I put it on an automatic timer so that it automatically locks now? Yes, I did. Does the door have to actually be physically closed for it to lock? Yes, it does. Does that mean it doesn't lock a lot of the time? Yes, it does.
Oh, Meg.
Anyway, people don't listen when I speak, when I say things like lock the door, close the door. So this is why I need a doppelganger.
To make sure the door gets locked.
I don't know, man. It's been like one of those years, right? Where like shit like this just happens. Just like,
yeah. I mean, I think there's a lot of people out there that, you know, are at the end of their mental capacities.
Yeah. And like, there's no, like, I didn't call it, like, I'm not gonna call the cops because the cops are gonna fucking come and kill this guy. So I'm like, he doesn't need to die. He just needs like help. And so I like tried to find a number of like someone who could help. Joseph called and they were like, okay, we'll get back to you. And they got back to us like 3 hours later being like, oh no, you call the cops. At that point, he was already gone because I posted in the neighborhood Facebook group. I was like, hey, everyone who lives on this block, lock your doors.
Yeah.
And then one of the neighbors was like, I'll go talk to him.
Oh.
So one of the neighbors went and like chased him away.
Okay. Well, thankfully everyone is safe. And
Jesus.
The other day, Joseph and I were walking to Iris's school because she had like a thing. And there was a guy, our other neighbor was throwing a guy out of his house being like, you can't come in. So, and I was like, are you okay? He's like, yeah, this guy just tried to walk into my house. And I'm like, okay, well, we all got to be locking our doors over here.
What?
Jesus.
What the hell?
Now, does the man now, even after witnessing a B&E, lock the front door? No. Not consistently, no.
This is why I have a bat. My dad made me, when I first moved out of my parents' house into an apartment in the city, my dad gave me a metal bat, a little shorty metal bat, but that he had affixed like a rope to it, which functions as like a wrist guard, like a wristlet.
So he can't like be taken away from you.
Right. Well, and also
Stays secure.
I can run and it'll swing by my side when I run, but I can swing my arm up and catch it and bap, bing, bap, bow.
And you can swing it over your head.
That's right. Like a helicopter. And I've always thought that this would be one of the weapons I would use in a zombie apocalypse.
It's a good thing to have.
Right. Because it doesn't need to be reloaded. It's metal. It's probably not going to break, you know?
Yeah, it's not going to accidentally go off and shoot your neighbor. Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Says you.
Bow, bow. You never know.
That thing could go flying.
Anyway, so Gina creepily meets, well, it's not her fault. She just ran into Night Vale Kareem in the streets, and he was confused. And so she called because of the conspiracy theory, and, you know, she explains it. And she's an Ypsilanti, which, I didn't even think about that. I was like, damn, Ypsilanti. That's so specifically Michigan.
Yeah.
And he had the same story about having no nail and like how it had been busted off, like when he was like younger or whatever. So obviously the split between the two must have happened after that or something. So I wonder, did it happen when he went to Night Vale? Did he portion off? But then all the doppelgangers in Night Vale, all the doubles, they were there. You know what I mean? So, did this occur all around the world? In all realities? In the Michigan that we know in IRL? Did that happen to other people? Or did it just happen specifically to Kareem because he went to Night Vale? Did it happen? Do you know what I mean? Is there a doppelganger of... Is there a double of Carlos somewhere?
You're asking me questions. I think
I'm asking the universe questions.
the like break in the universe was when Joseph spilled into Night Vale, and then all of the other Night Vale spilled into all of the other podcasts.
Right. The Brownstone Spire. Right.
Yeah.
See, this is where my tiny Swiss cheese brain wishes I could like recall, if I could somehow like recall more information. But I don't know if that would help either. You know?
Nothing can help us now.
This is why I have to just accept things for the way they're told to me.
We just got to try to have a good time listening to the story.
Yeah. I did write another one of my notes says, how did he get out? Kareem! Ah!
Great note.
See, look, it says, can you see it?
Yes.
You're looking at my crazy scribbles.
Yes. I like it.
Yeah. And the fact that Gina calls back again and then it's like, okay, I went to your house or whatever. I'm a total normo. That is not total normo behavior, Gina. Don't figure out where. But Gina, I think, went to Night Vale. Because then she said Michigan.
Yeah. Or
because she was too close to the door.
Yeah, or because the other Kareem is now there. We don't know which where we're hearing it from. Yeah,
he went back. He and then he went and he took the parents.
Yes.
But he said he was like, oh, and then he said Michigan. He's like, oh, it must be because we're so close. Can't say it. And then it started fading away which also great sound engineering there, you know, where it started kind of fading out.
Shout out to Disparish.
Yeah.
Shout out Miss Parisian. But I think it's funny, you know, he called and was like, hey, sorry I stole our parents, but you'll get it soon. Like, what the hell? He's like, he's like, you don't know what it's like to miss them. And I'm like, he will now because you took them, you know?
He's going to know.
No.
But he needed his parents. I'll be interested to see the perspective of the parents if we get any of that.
Yeah, I wonder if this thread gets picked up again.
Yeah, I hope so.
I guess we'll find out as we keep listening.
I mean, it's episode 203. We've only got 77 more episodes to listen to. Yeah.
Catching up quick.
For now.
That's right. We're going to take a break for about 6 months. And then we'll come back. So it'll be coolly in episode 300.
Yeah.
No, we're doing it. We're gaining on them, guys. We're gaining on them.
Up next, we hear from fans and friends of the podcast. But first, a conversation about this episode's weather, which was My Love by Scarlet Sails.
I liked how gentle this song felt. I felt like I should be laying in a field. Like it's like summertime and the sun is warm on my face. And I just ate some food and now I'm laying down with my eyes closed. That was what this was giving me, this song.
Yeah, I liked it.
But I think I was also very thrown off because of the formatting of this episode. Because I initially was like, what's happening? And then once I got super comfortable with it, and he was like, I don't know, here's this song. And I was like, song? Well, the weather.
Yeah, sometimes you kick it to the weather in a whole new way.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you guys think of the song?
I really liked her voice a lot. I thought her voice was like very hauntingly beautiful. Mm-hmm. And I liked the, I dug it.
Yeah.
Scarlet Sails is Olivia Scarlett met Dresden Dolls drummer Brian Miglione in 2013 at a rock show. They formed the Scarlet Sails soon after, where they introduced the elaborate blend of piano pop and theatrical rock with a grandiose flair, and Olia's raw and one-of-a-kind voice and her honest existential lyricism decorate their sound with rasp and swagger. I'm not aware that they are still making music. Mm-hmm. Or maybe they are. I don't know if I think that they were a couple, and I don't know that they still are.
Oh.
So.
Well.
Happens.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Or maybe they are. I don't know. I can't find on the internet. I guess if I looked past a Wikipedia page and got on something gossipy, I could find it out. But.
You know what, Meg? Good luck to all bands, you know?
Good luck to all bands.
Thank you. Good luck to all bands. But I think this is cool.
Yeah.
I like the aesthetic. I dig it.
You know what I could dig right now? Some cheese out of the middle of a delicious, hot, piping FanZone Calzone.
Yeah.
Lately, I've been all over the place. Between touring, dog sitting, and traveling, my routine has become non-existent. Now that my travel schedule has slowed down, I need to get back to eating real food and not just grabbing what I can when I can. And Factor is making that easier for me. Factor meals are ready in 2 minutes and require little to no prep and no cleanup. So even on the days when my schedule is completely out of whack, eating well is still achievable. Like today, I had 3 meetings and a client. By the time I was done, I was hungry and I just needed to eat. So I grabbed the Beurre Blanc filet mignon with Parmesan risotto and it was delicious. I was amazed at how tender it was and how flavorful the risotto was and saved me from having to pick something up quick. And in 2 minutes, I had something healthy, fresh, and delicious. So if you like fast, easy, and delicious meals, I think you would like Factor meals too. Let's eat real. Head to factormeals.com/GMNV50OFF and use code GMNV50OFF to get 50% off and 1 free breakfast item per box for 1 year, while supplies last until 10/31/2026. That's code GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. GMNV50OFF at factormeals.com. See website for more details.
This episode is brought to you by Accenture. When your advertising operations fall out of sync, Everything else follows. Spotify and Accenture are working together to reinvent the rhythm of ad sales, using automation, analytics, and smarter workflows to simplify campaign delivery and access better data across the business. The result? Less time spent on operations, more time connecting brands with the moments and fandoms that matter most. Learn more at accenture.com/Spotify.
First up, we have Coda. Coda writes, I've been listening to Night Vale since 2015, 2016, and a much newer listener to Hello from the Magic Tavern, only 4 years or so. I was so excited to hear Adel from Tavern on an episode of Night Vale, and even more so when I heard Aaron come on. I know years ago, Joseph or Jeffrey were on Hello from the Magic Tavern, and I've always wanted to hear more crossovers. So my question is, what characters would you guys want to do if you were ever on Magic Tavern? Or do you enjoy fantasy-style role-playing games? ? Cheers, Coda. Well, Coda, I was on Magic Tavern, but a live version. They had an anniversary episode here in Chicago at Talia Hall, and I dressed up in my finest fairy princess dress, and I played a very neurotic fairy lady. Yeah, it was really fun. I, though, have not played fantasy style role-playing games, although I do find them interesting. And I feel like I'm adjacent to people who do play those things. And I mean, as a theater person, I dig that vibe, but I have never really sat down to play the games. Yeah. Although I did play I helped make a character for the Night Vale tabletop RPG, which was really fun. I did that with Renegade. But yeah, I had a really good time doing that. And I had a really good time at Magic Tavern. All of those guys are so wonderful, and they were very supportive. And as Hal knows, I am not an improver by nature. So being on the spot, and especially at that time, I felt very nervous, but I felt supported, and it made it more comforting to do when there are people there that are there to help you.
You're a lot closer than you think to people who play role-playing games, because I play them.
Right. Adjacent.
Yeah. And Arnie and I have been DMing for 6 years about me being on that show. And I saw him in April. I did a Jackbox, like a live thing at C2E2. And
oh, yeah.
I talked to him about it there too. I've just been I'm for whatever reason, as someone who has improvised for 30 some years, for some reason, I'm completely overwhelmed and nervous to do it. But I will at some point, because I'm like, I don't know what to bring, because it's at this point, the show's existed for so long. I don't know what to do that hasn't been done yet, but yeah, I'll figure it out.
Right.
So stand by.
That would be fun. Because our little tete-a-tetes and little bits that we do on our show are always so fun. So I'm sure it'd be a fun way for you to stretch your bones, as it were.
Stretch them bones.
Stretch those bones. As we do.
As the old improv saying goes.
Stretch those bones.
What about you, Meg? What would you do on...
Oh, me? Oh, I don't pretend. Yeah.
Fair enough. Emma writes, Good morning, Symphony, Meg, and Hal. I've been thinking a lot recently about episode 203, the Kareem Nazari show. This episode had one of the most disturbing plot lines, in my opinion, than any other Night Vale episode. Radio host Kareem, presumably from our world, grappling with the reality that another him has stolen his family is like something straight out of one of my nightmares. In part because his family seems to have chosen intern Kareem over radio host Kareem and chose to go to Night Vale. Doppelgangers always freak me out, and this was no exception. It is interesting that both Kareems believe that they are the original or true Kareem as well, as we dealt with intern Kareem trying to call home in episode 99, Michigan. It's interesting that it is equally disturbing in both perspectives, as the Kareem in Night Vale dealt with the horror of calling your family when you are away and finding someone claiming to be you has taken your place. And Michigan Kareem is dealing with the horror of someone claiming to be you, contacting your family and whisking them away to another world. I'm not sure there's a resolution that wouldn't be tragic for this situation. To feed the food podcast vibes, flan is one of my all-time favorite desserts, but it can be really tricky to cook properly. If you undercook it, you risk it being runny and unpalatable, but if you cook it too long, it seizes up and you get very sweet scrambled eggs. Do you all like flan? If not flan, do you enjoy any custard-based desserts, like creme brulee? Thanks for reading. Please keep being awesome. Emma E. Well, thank you for being awesome. And I've had flan a couple times. I like it fine. I like creme brulee once in a while too. So I enjoy a custard-based dessert every now and then. It's delightful. What about the two of you?
I love a flan or a creme brulee. I love anything that's like sweet and cold and creamy. Love it.
I don't believe it's for me.
It's not for you. Oh, because it's the dairy. So it's a very dairy heavy time.
Yeah, I just think also the texture for me can be very... I've never been like a pudding girl. And like, I know it's a more firm texture than that, but like it gives the same vibes, like smooth.
I'm a pudding girl. I think, Hal, can you make that one of the shirts on your shirt site?
I'm a pudding girl? Yes.
Pudding girl?
By the way, do you know who I think bought one of my shirts? Diedrich Bader.
Oh.
Because we did a table read and I wore the shirt there and he saw it. He's like, that's a great shirt. I love that shirt. Where can I get one? I was like, I made it. And I gave him the website and lo and behold, there was a sale today. So maybe I like to imagine it's him and then maybe more people will see it. And I realized, I should buy my own shirts and wear them around. But I'm a pudding girl.
Guys, Hal has a very funny shirt site. You should go look at Hal's shirts if you like funny shirts. But then also stay tuned for maybe Pudding Girl will show up there eventually.
Yeah, it's my dashery store, hallublin.dashery.com. You can see all the fun shirts that I've come up with there and buy them for yourself if you want, or tell somebody else to do it. Not my...
Yeah, you have to wear a shirt every day or else they won't give you service. So
yeah, it's the only way. I get sick if it's like ET. For pudding stuff, just right. I don't like regular pudding, but I love rice pudding. I always have since I was a kid. Raisins, not raisins, don't care.
I do like rice pudding.
Rice pudding's good, but that's like even more.
It's oatmeal, guys. Listen, I love oatmeal, but it's what we're doing here is oatmeal, and that's okay.
No, literally, it's oatmeal. Which I mean, I like congee, which is basically rice pudding, but hot, I like that stuff. It's just, I don't know. There's something about custard sometimes that is challenging to me. However, I've had a custard pie or two, or that it's had an element of custard in it. And I say, okay, but it's not my go-to. But I know tons of people love flan. So you get more for you, Emma.
It is my turn to read the next one. I also want to say about the Hello from the Magic Tavern. I think it's a great podcast. I personally should not be on it because I struggle to pretend. But I think that I enjoy watching things and listening to things where other people do pretend. I didn't want to be flippant about the make pretenders out there.
No, it felt like you were talking about yourself and not. I didn't take it.
Okay, good.
I didn't imagine that you had ill will towards the Magic Tavern.
Towards anyone, towards fiction.
Yes, that's right.
Which I'm always happy to act in fiction, but just please don't make me make up the words in the moment. Okay. Dan writes to us, hello to my favorite Calzone crew. Firstly, I wanted to say thanks for all the work you put into both Good Morning and Welcome to Night Vale. Always a fun, weird time. As for the soft crown of meat things, I wanted to share a personal experience with episode 203, the Kareem Nazari show. I know it's a bit ahead of where Good Morning Night Vale is right now. Ha ha ha, we're here right now. That's the great thing about an inbox. But it was too much fun to not share. A bit of background on me. First, I'm a lifelong resident of Michigan, the state that looks like a mitten, and work in the Ann Arbor area. I also enjoy listening to shows like Welcome to Night Vale during my morning commute. Now for me, when listening to several episodes back to back, the intro and outro bits with Joseph and Jeffrey tend to blur together, and I will sometimes get lost as to whether a particular segment is the outro of one episode or the intro of the next. Additionally, I drive an older car, so the sound from my iPhone is pumped through the radio. This will seem more relevant shortly. I was just catching up on a small backlog backlog of Welcome to Night Vale episodes in particular and had just gotten off the freeway in, of course, Ann Arbor when episode 203 began playing. Being so used to hearing a rather different radio voice start an episode proper and having assumed the preceding segment was the end of the previous episode and missing the first few words of the episode proper due to paying attention to traffic, I mentally tune into in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and you are listening to the Kareem Nazari Show on 1080 KMCG. I'm your host, Kareem Nazari. Expecting to, of course, hear more Night Vale. There was another episode, wasn't there? And maybe not being 100% awake yet, I assume something had gone wrong with my phone or the inexpensive radio adapter I mentioned. And that, running out of episodes, it had switched to a different station. Maybe I'd bumped into one of the radio buttons. So, of course, I hit the play button again. No change. I changed the radio station a few times. No change. Each time, back to the same voice. After a time or two more than I'd like to admit, I realized a few important things. 1, the announcer voice kept restarting when I restarted the episode. 2, the crucial first words I missed were, "It's midnight Saturday." It was about 8:40 a.m. on a Tuesday, as I recall. And 3rd, and most crucially, that's not what the radio adapter in question has ever done before. It sinks in. I let the new voice on the radio continue, and it soon becomes apparent that this is, in fact, the Welcome to Night Vale episode I was hoping for. It was the single most meta, most weird enough to make you wonder, most outright Night Vale experience I could possibly have listening to the show alone in my car, and I loved it. I cackled out loud to myself in the car and was grinning about it for the rest of the day to boot. To make a long email slightly shorter, too late. Thank you all for making a most delightful podcast and making the real world just that small touch weirder for us all. Thanks, Dan M. Dan, thank you. I'm glad we got to haunt you. I'm glad we made a show just for you to have a weird morning. We all have those experiences though, right? We're like,
Absolutely.
like something like that happens and then you're like, oh, fuck, wait, no, fuck. Okay.
Yep.
But like, it's just weird enough.
Yeah.
So I hope things are going
fresh.
great in Ann Arbor. Thank you all so much for listening. The next episode is going to be Audition. And until then, good morning, Night Vale. Good morning.
Good Morning Night Vale is a Night Vale Presents production. It is hosted by Symphony Sanders, Meg Bashwiner, and Hal Lublin. It is edited by Felicia Dominguez and mixed by Vincent Cacchione. It is produced by Meg Bashwiner. Theme music by Disparition. Email us at info@goodmorningnightVale.com to share your theories and ask questions. This show is powered by our patrons like Angela Anashevsky, Ashley Allison, Belinda Matthey, Caitlin Upp, and Chris Broge. If you're interested in supporting this show in exchange for lots of fun, exclusive Insider Hypercool Kid content, check us out at patreon.com/goodmorningnightVale. Symphony's taking pictures of herself. For more info on this show, go to goodmorningnightVale.com. Special thanks to Joella Knapp, Jeffrey Craner, Bree Williams, and Joseph Fink. UP Pasty ingredient of the week is beef, and it's from Barb's in Clawson with gravy.
I'm not giving up. I am selling the building.
The final season of FX's The Bear.
The restaurant is flooded.
Everything's either going to be okay.
No, stop.
Or not.
We are outgunned and we are outmanned, but we have each other.
FX's The Bear, the final season. All episodes now streaming on Disney+.
Ouch. This knee is killing me, but I can't stop training. The marathon is in 2 weeks.
Let's get on ZocDoc and find a doctor to take a look at that for you.
Okay.
Here's a review. Dr. Craddock really takes his time.
No, I don't have time.
What about Dr. Charles? His patients say he can help find a quick fix, and he's in network.
Great, now we're talking. Book it.
Booked. 1 mile down, 19 to go.
Bring it on.
You've got options. Download the ZocDoc app today.